Hey you, it's me again, your mom. Your mom is starting to figure things out, whether through my own efforts or through the universe doing its thing. Things have been getting figured out. Slowly but surely, everything is beginning to fall into place. Every day since the last time you saw me, things are continuing to get better for us. It's starting to feel like I can breathe a little bit easier, and my chest doesn't hurt as much, and I'm not constantly grasping for air. I'm starting to see the light at the end of this tunnel. And as the days are turning into weeks, I'm becoming more comfortable in the uncertainty of the things that still remain ambiguous. All the things outside of my control that I was so desperately wanting and seeking answers for. I am coming to terms that this is how things need to transpire, and this is how things need to be in order for me to move in the direction that the universe, even God, wants me to go in. And so, my daily hikes, they've always been quiet. But the last few days, my mind has been quieter, calmer, more peaceful when I'm walking the trails. With my anxiety subsiding and the worries that were recently lingering vanishing, there isn't much to think about anymore. It feels like a weight is being lifted off my shoulders. The sense of relief that I'm experiencing, I don't take it for granted. Every night, I've been praying, and I'm not even a religious person to begin with. I don't think I ever was. But something lately has been compelling me to talk to God before I go to sleep. I've been praying every night and asking God to help me keep working hard, and so that opportunities will come my way eventually. I've been praying every night and asking God if He can take care of me moving forward, because I want to be a good mom and give you a happy life. I am holding on to hope that everything I have made you experience with me, emotionally and physically, throughout my pregnancy so far, has a greater purpose and meaning behind it. That there is a deeper meaning as to why me and you are destined to meet and experience life together soon. I am hoping that when I get to see your face in person soon, that you can give me the answer to this. I've felt this way from the beginning, and this idea, it still resonates with me. I feel compelled, especially in recent days, to thank you. I'm figuring things out, and I'm moving forward and holding on to hope for a happy and fulfilling future for the both of us. Because this is what I want for us. Without your presence, I don't think I would have the courage or the strength to keep moving forward in life. Before you came into the picture, I was ready to throw in the towel. I felt I no longer knew what purpose I was meant to serve in this lifetime. It's how they say, right? Children give their parents new meaning to their life. Looking back at the summertime, I think I was meant to get pregnant at the moment in time that I did. I think God knew a child would change my life entirely and improve me as a person. I think God knew I had something to offer a child, and maybe God felt compelled to give me this opportunity in life because I can and will make a good mother to you one day. You gave me the strength to do what I don't think I was willing to do prior to finding out about you. And it was the will to continue living and not just existing. I'm happy because I know deep down in my heart, I made the right decision in choosing you. This becomes more evident to me as each day passes. I feel happy, a type of happiness I don't think I've ever really experienced. I don't think I would be experiencing this feeling of happiness if it weren't for you existing. I wonder what you think of me. Up until this point, I wonder what you think of your mom. You know, I'm actually scared to know, and I probably will never directly ask you. But your opinion does matter to me the most, which is why I have been overthinking, overworking, and overcompensating. Seeing your face has made me more insecure than I already was. It feels like my shortcomings are becoming more evident. Dysgraphia. I'm struggling with conceptualizing and organizing my thoughts. I told my neurologist recently that I'm struggling more now than ever to even recognize the letters, numbers, and even the symbols on a keyboard. And it's been something I've grown progressively aware of within the last 2 years. I was just hoping it was a case of pregnancy brain fog or an unfortunate sign of an upcoming seizure. I don't want to give in to the notion that I'm not fit to be a mother, because I can read and I can write and I can type. I'm just struggling. The only thing now is I sometimes wonder, which makes me worry, will my shortcomings and my struggles also become yours one day? My personal health issues aren't necessarily hereditary, so then I wonder, how can I get better? Because I don't want you to know the side of me, not ever. And more importantly, I need to be able to be healthy so I can be a mother to you, a good mother for as long as possible. And the image of your face is ingrained in my head, and every time in moments like this where I feel almost hopeless, your face pops into my mind and I get scared and even more worried. Because what will you think of me if I don't get better, but just continue regressing cognitively? Since I started having seizures a few years ago and knowing what exactly is causing them, I became really insecure. I've always known that a future for me would be abstract, and I've always known that there was a possibility my quality of life would be impacted. I was accepting that a lot of milestones either wouldn't come easy or would be intangible, like having my own family. It felt irresponsible of me to even desire something like motherhood for myself. So early on, I was accepting of it and would compensate through having a family of my own with my dogs. And it's like I was told, who exactly would want to start a family with someone like me? My most embarrassing moments the last few years was having seizures in front of people or out in public. I had convinced myself I wouldn't be in the right position for many years to come, or even ever at all, to raise a child. Risking the chance that they could ever see me like that? I don't want to have a child so they could potentially become a caregiver to their own parent. I don't wish a life like that for any child of mine, or any child at all. And also, much of my fear also came from the possibility that my seizures would be weaponized against me. I understood because I had already experienced it once before. But history tends to repeat itself. So I had a taste of the weaponization again this past year, and it wasn't a good feeling, because I'm more than my seizures. I always have been. I will find my way in this journey that I'm now on too, because I always have. But most importantly, because I genuinely want to experience unconditional love that one obtains in motherhood. I genuinely want to feel the everlasting sense of happiness with you. So I won't dwell too much on my shortcomings, and I won't dwell too much on my own forsaken obstacles in life. As long as I'm able to overcome them, I can move forward and get one step closer to you. I have a new friend who came to join me and baby on my chin. So I'm gonna just put I think that's okay, right? So when I'm working at my desk all day, I love to listen to like people talking. It doesn't necessarily need to be a podcast, but it needs to be like a long video, and it'll get me through like the next hour. And I kind of just like make a playlist, and I just like let things play, because I just like hearing people talk. I can't sit in silence. And you know how like there's like study tubers, and like they just like listen to like lo-fi and like beats all day? I can't, like chilled cow. I can't like, I don't know why I can't like concentrate with just music. It kind of distracts me. So I just love to like listen to people. I've always kind of been that way. Like I love listening to people talk. So I always usually have stuff like playing in my headphones or like on the TV to kind of just keep me going throughout the day. And recently in the new year, I'm so happy I found this channel. His name is Caleb Hammer, and he makes like financial videos, but it's not like the Stephen Graham type of like, you know, like not the usual BS people like spew on the internet when they're giving like financial like advice. Like this guy is like a kind of like a toned down version, I feel, of Graham. I don't really watch a lot of like finance videos, but I felt like it came at the perfect time to like find this channel in the new year, because although like I don't struggle like financially, I feel like now that I'm going to be a mother to someone, I feel like I can no longer have that dependence that I had financially with like my parents, and especially like when it comes to managing finances, I feel like I really need to like break away from like my parents and really become financially like literate and responsible for myself, because I have a child on the way, and I think it's just a little silly to still have even my own mom kind of control my own finances or like steer me in the right direction. So I am really happy that I found Caleb's channel, and I've been binge watching his entire like financial audit series. I get a little bit of anxiety watching the episodes because, you know, everyone's situation is so like different, and it just like, you just never know. Anyone can end up in those situations. So I watch them have to like scare the crap out of me. So like I do better. Like I don't fall into like certain bad habits or practices. Now that I kind of want to branch away on my own. And then the other half of me like feels like less anxious when watching because that's not my situation. That's fucked up, right? I'm so tired. Moisturizes, refreshes, and tones. But realistically speaking, I use this. It says use daily all year round. Evian facial spray hydrates your skin, helps fix your makeup, and refreshes and purifies. I like to use this to wake me up when I'm sitting at my desk all day. Because it's cold. What's interesting is like the technology in this bottle, it keeps it cool, which is, I think, pretty interesting. The bottle's technology is very intriguing. I don't know why. I just got to thinking, I'm like, wow, this container really does keep it cool. So when you spray the mist, it's like really refreshing. Okay, I'm awake now. These are the new prenatals that I started taking this year. I ran out of the other brand that I was using. This one, it's like this. And it's just one instead of two. My mom cuts up fruit for me like almost every night. And today we're having strawberries and blueberries. I kind of want something sweet with it, so I got yogurt, strawberry flavor to snack on. Oh, water. They say you're supposed to take it before you eat, but no, not they say. The directions clearly state with water and a meal for optimal absorption. But I always forget. I'll leave it right there. Oh, you guys want some too? I don't think you can. Lately, I've been having intense headaches that at times they feel almost debilitating. And I used to get these same type of headaches right before I would have a seizure. My worst fear now isn't so much having the seizure, but more so having a seizure while I'm carrying you inside of me. And so I've began growing frustrated with myself on days like this. I have weird perfectionist tendencies, and with everything that I do, I want to give it my all. But it doesn't seem realistic when I'm having days like this. Lately, giving my all doesn't seem good enough for me anymore, and it makes me disappointed in myself. It doesn't feel like I'm giving my all in my responsibilities anymore. Instead, I catch myself having to take breaks in between, which makes me feel like I'm half-assing everything throughout the day. I have to remind myself I'm still Priscilla, but now I'm Priscilla who's creating life. And I can't just keep pushing myself physically or cognitively in the same way I probably was a few months ago. It's just not realistic anymore. At least not for now. And I know it's not. The realistic side of me, it understands that I need to cut myself some slack. I just don't know if I'm willing to do that for myself at this point in time. To me, it feels like I'm slacking off or not giving it my all, and that I'm using my pregnancy as some excuse to just be lazy and to half-ass the things that I do now. I've never been that type of person, and I wasn't raised in that manner either. But now, I have you to think about, and I can't risk having a seizure because I don't want my health to be used against me. I don't want to be labeled as a bad and unfit mother in someone else's eyes. Although I am hard on myself, I feel like it's necessary to push oneself, especially when you have a goal you are trying to reach. Of course, I am more lenient with myself now, and it may require more time for me to get things done throughout my day. But I feel like my worth ethic and my accomplishments throughout the last few turbulent years are testimonies that I am a hard worker. I want to show you that with enough determination and willpower, no matter what your obstacles in life may be, you too can live a fruitful and meaningful life. You too can live a life like anyone else. And you may find yourself working twice as hard as the person next to you to achieve the same goal, but it's not impossible. I have been using Senka, this exact face wash, since I was probably like 13, 12 years old. This is the only face wash I've ever really used religiously. I love it. There's a blue version of this one, but this one has like extra collagen. It's like says like collagen in. I think Senka is also owned by Shiseido, so I think that's the parent company. But I really love that face wash, and usually I wash my face in the shower, and I take showers at nighttime usually. Lately, pregnancy has made me like really weird, so I take like multiple showers in a day when I like feel just like weird. But this is usually what I do in the morning before I start like my work day. I will wash my face because I don't know, I just feel like awake and like ready to start the day when I do this. But usually it's every time I get in the shower I will wash my face, because 9 times out of 10 I'm home and I don't have makeup on, so it's pretty easy to like wash my face. So even when I'm in the shower, I don't know if this is like weird, but I don't wet my face before I put this product on. I just typically I just put it on first, and then whatever's left over on my hands, I will lather whatever is on my hands after, and then I will go back and lather some. I really need to buy like those headbands. I don't have one. Well, it's fine if I get in my hair. I'm really good. I'll stand up for this. I don't know why I brought a chair in to sit down, to be honest. And I'll just lather. And I don't know why. I don't know. I just, once I know something works on my face, I will never stop using it. And this bottle will usually last me like, I've had this bottle for 7 months now, and I'm still not done with it. My chin, I have this little friend right here, pretty much gone thanks to the sticker, but I can assure you maybe by like tomorrow morning, it'll be gone. But one thing I will say, and this is someone who, I have dry skin. I have dry skin all year long. It does dry out your skin, but it does like deep clean it. So I know that's like counterintuitive for someone who has dry skin to use a drying product, but it works. At least it works like with my routine. I'm just one person. And my forehead. Clean off whatever's on my head. This La Roche-Posay. This is like my other bestie. I started using this like maybe a year ago. And this is for normal to dry skin. And when I say I have dry skin, I mean I have dry skin. I have super dry skin. Like all year long. It doesn't matter how hot, humid it is outside. I am like dry in the face. So same thing, I'll just go in like this. And even when I'm in the shower, like I'm not doing this like drenching my face at the same time. I'm like looking away from like the water. And I'll lather my hands. And then start lathering my face. And lastly, I will use a little bit of the caffeine solution from The Ordinary to help my under eyes. Lately I've been very like worried about my under eyes getting worse than what they are. So I've been, you know, a little bit more proactive than usual. Just because I want my baby to have a healthy looking mom. It's one of my biggest insecurities, actually. Is it's one thing like I feel like having stuff going on inside, like internally, and then it's another thing when it's like manifesting on the outside too, you know? Because I feel like if a baby sees like a healthy and happy mom, it'll be beneficial for the baby. So that's why I'm like starting to be a little bit more into skincare and stuff. But yes. Oh, and then lastly, for real lastly this time, I go in with the skin therapy oil, and it's by Coco. This brand is the same one I use for like the cream for my belly to help prevent stretch marks. And I saw this the other day at Target, and I picked it up. And it's basically like a face oil to help moisturize your skin. And I noticed that when I put this on at nighttime, when I wake up in the morning, my skin feels it feels very like soft and like supple. I know I won't be able to do much for like my forehead, because I have this habit of when I'm talking, I raise my eyebrows on the side. And I don't know. I don't think I'll ever get Botox or anything because I'm scared. So hopefully like just being a little bit more careful with my skin moving forward will help. It smells really good. Just brush on right here. I guess. I don't know. Oh, got little pieces here. Oh my god, that's so scary. Okay, that should be fine. I told you guys, I am not good when it comes to doing my hair. I feel like my hair's gonna look oily. what a difference fixing your hair makes. So it's pretty much what I do. Wow. I used to enjoy staying up late when I was much younger. Now that I'm in my mid to late 20s, it feels like every hour that I stay up is another hour of sleep that I'm never going to get back in this life. If it were up to me, I think I could, and I definitely would sleep my days away right now if I could. That sounds actually really nice. But with working hard comes with making sacrifices. And for me, that means losing a few hours of sleep. They say you should take advantage of your pregnancy and sleep as much as you can now, while you still can. Since that hasn't been a luxury I've actually gotten to divulge too much in, I'm hoping that the next pregnant woman gets to enjoy as much sleep as possible on my behalf. They probably need it more than I do. I've chosen to sacrifice some sleeping hours for the remainder of my pregnancy to take care of bigger and much more important things. Actually, I've gotten creative on how I keep myself awake for the all-nighters that I've been pulling recently. I have been spending my late nights trying to get a hold of myself and figuring out what my next steps in my pregnancy should be. How can I get you and I from point A to point B? I'm focusing my energy, at least whatever is left at the end of the night, on prioritizing getting to my next goal. I've shifted my energy on what my responsibilities should or will be looking like for the next few weeks in order to be as prepared as possible for when you arrive. I also want to make sure I start prioritizing you, myself, and my mental health. It took a nosedive with recent turn of events, and I don't think it's fair to you or me to work ourselves up over someone else's selfishness. We asked for help, received none, and that's the best that we can do for right now. From here moving forward, we will just help each other out along the way. I can proudly say I've just chosen to take the high road and just turn the other cheek and just figure it out on my own. Katie, Cody, and Kobe are sound asleep. It's 11:20 p.m. and I'm starting to wind down for the night. Starting to kind of prep myself for what tomorrow morning will kind of look like for me in terms of work. I was trying to get into I tried to do a to-do list on Notion, and I've tried using Notion one time before, a year ago, and I don't really like it. I've never been an agenda person or to-do list person. I don't like writing things down. I just I'm one of those people that take mental notes and I know what I need to get done. I don't like spending too much time making a planner of everything. I just feel for me it's counterintuitive, because then I just spend so much time just writing everything specific down, and I feel it's, for me, it's just it's kind of counterintuitive, to be honest, for me at least. So I never really tried to get into it. If anything, I'll usually have sticky notes and just this is what I need to do, a general idea, and then just get it done. But I tried again tonight to kind of set up my next couple of days. And I guess this is a good example. I spent more time trying to figure out how to use Notion and get things to look in a way I want them to look, instead of just concisely getting down my to-do list. So I guess this is a good example. I'm just I'm just not one of these like planner people. But I had like these little like cards that I bought like, oh my god, years ago. I think I have a whole bunch of the same types that were, I think I purchased these from like Target in like the dollar section years ago. And so I decided to put them to good use today. I thought it would help me kind of give me an idea on like not only like what my next steps will be, but also keep me positive and stop me from being like so like hard on myself. So this is what they look like. I thought they were this is what they look like, and each one is unique in their own way, and I kind of had fun doing them, to be honest. This one, start off with this one. This one was really interesting to me because it says you are a ... and then you tick off the box that I guess you feel best represents you, and then you write a reason why. So I chose you are a ... multitask master, and I wrote why. My why was you are doing a good job at juggling a lot of responsibilities without a Red Bull. Keep it up. I really do want like a Red Bull. Lately, I really have wanted a Red Bull really badly. But I obviously can't have any right now. But I feel if I had a Red Bull, things would be different for me. I feel like I wouldn't be struggling as much. So that one was fun. It just made me like, it made me like chuckle when I wrote down my reason because I really do want a Red Bull. I love this one. This one is probably my favorite. This one has to be my favorite one. It says if plan A fails, have a plan B. And I thought that was perfect for someone like me who has, I'm really hard on myself, especially when I get it in my head that this is how I must get things done. This is how things have to be. This is how I want to get things done. Like I'm one of those people that likes things done, I guess, in a certain way, and it will drive me nuts when I can't meet my own expectation. So I thought this was like a really good way to kind of like reinforce like positive, like just like not being so hard on myself, I guess, while still trying to maintain the thought that I can achieve the goal even if it's not done in the way that I have it like in my head. So my first plan A was to study for 2 hours consecutively. And my plan B, if that fails, is to study in 2 separate increments throughout the day, so that I guess for this one it's kind of like, so I don't have to like stay up all night. I could kind of figure out a way to study within my day, if that makes sense. So that's my first one. And my second one is to get 4 hours of sleep. But if plan A fails, my plan B would be to just take naps throughout the day, so I don't feel as tired and still am able to fulfill the hours of sleep for the night or for the day, because I am sleep deprived. My third goal is plan A is to save $2,000, and this is just so sorry. My thought process is just like wanting to save as much money as possible for baby, when baby comes, for any like unexpected, like any surprises or any like emergencies that may come in that time period when baby is here. So I guess my goal is to save $2,000 a month up until baby comes, and then go from there. And then if that fails, my plan B is to just save $1,000 a month. So I thought this was like a healthy way of still being able to save money and be able to like feel good about not reaching the actual dollar amount, but still being able to say I have been saving money for baby. So I think this was that was a good one for this thing. And then my last one is just to complete my workload at work. I'm really behind, extremely behind, and it gives me anxiety every day, and every night I go to sleep thinking about work. So my plan B is to start asking for help if my timelines are not getting met, or like my deadlines are not getting met and my timelines are just not realistic with the amount of work that I've kind of inherited with my position. So yeah, I'm one of those people that am scared to ask for help when it comes to my profession, because I'm scared that it's going to make me look like I'm not competent, or that I can't handle the workload, or that my pregnancy is probably slowing me down, or that I'm like, it makes me feel like I'm not capable. And I don't want to give people the impression that, you know, I'm not right for this department. So that's one of my biggest worries. So ask for help, Priscilla. Ask for help. And then this is the third one that I did. This one was also really fun. I think this is my second favorite one that I did tonight. And it says set your goals and then treat yourself. And I thought this was really cool. I think now that I'm, you know, I have only less than 20 weeks left of my pregnancy journey to go, I've started to, I don't know when this started, but lately I've been feeling very guilty, in the sense where like, I feel guilty like spending money when it's not anything related to like baby, nursery, pregnancy. It started to like really eat at my conscience, like, oh, I shouldn't be spending money on getting my eyebrows done or my eyelashes done. And I mean, you know, doing things that aren't malicious but can somehow inherently like, or overtly affect my baby, or like the baby's quality of life. I think that's started to become a fear, and it's made me in a way start to feel guilty. So I thought this was a really nice way of still working hard and still being a good mother in the making, and taking care of my responsibilities and myself, and still being able to feel good and have like a reward. So I only did week 1 and 2, just so like I don't give myself like false expectations and like induce any more anxiety than I possibly already have. So week 1, I said save $500. That's my first box. My second box is to walk 30 minutes in week 1. And lastly, it's to sleep 8 hours in week 1. And I said if I can accomplish those goals in the first week, then I get to sleep in on Sunday, which sounds very, very nice. So yeah. And then for week 2, my first goal stays the same, saving another $500 for the week. My second box is to walk 1 hour. So raising, I go on hikes every weekend, but I have a hard time leaving my house during the week, because by the time I'm done with work, I'm so like emotionally exhausted that all I want to do is like kind of like cry and curl up in a ball and take a nap. And I don't know, sometimes I just feel like a slug that way and feel like I'm wasting time and I should be, you know, getting some more exercise. So that's why I increased the increment, so I can like get out of the house during the week as well. And it's good for the mental health too. And then lastly is still to sleep 8 hours. I think during pregnancy it's really important to like take care of your body, because you are creating life, and sleep is one of those things that has been clinically proven in research to have effects on your child's quality of life and stuff. So yeah, I really wish I could get a little bit more sleep, and that's one of the things I do feel guilty about, is just like not sleeping enough, or just like really like exacerbating myself a lot, if I even said the word properly. So if I'm able to accomplish all 3 boxes for week 2, I wrote down that my reward would be to go get a massage. I used to get massages at least like once a month. before I was pregnant. And I kind of stopped doing a lot of things that I was previously doing that made me feel good, just because I wanted to like maximize like my savings. And like again, like I started to get like that guilt that like I shouldn't really be spending my money this way anymore, at least not for now. So yeah, I've been thinking about getting a massage for a couple weeks now, and I just haven't done it just because it feels at this point like irresponsible to like waste money in any way that isn't like towards baby or like the baby's nursery or anything like that. So I thought this would be a really perfect reward, especially since like my feet have been killing me with all the hikes we've been doing lately, and the walking we do on the weekends. It really is starting to, I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel the difference on how it affects my body during pregnancy. So it'd be nice to at least, if I can't get a full body massage, it'd be nice to at least get a foot massage, which would be cheaper too, because that's really what I want. I just really want someone to, and it's really not both my feet, it's really my left foot because I've had surgery on my left leg. So my left leg has always been, it's always given me like, it always feels more strained when I do physical activity, and I feel it more on my left side than I do on my right side. My right side feels fine if I soak in like Epsom salt. But my left foot is really, really killing me. It's really killing me. So it'd be really nice to kind of like get a massage. And what I've been doing to kind of like still get that like relief, I've just been watching like massage therapists on YouTube giving other people massages, and somehow it's still kind of like soothing. So I don't know. But I really like this one. I really did. I like things, I like short-term goals. I like thinking in short term rather than long term, just because I'm one of those people that gets very anxious easily. So I thought these cards were really cool, and it perfect timing considering I have been like really stressed out and just like super tired. But yeah, that's kind of what I did today, and I kind of liked it. I think I'm going to continue doing them, and I wonder if I could find any more like this to keep doing it. I don't know how many come in here, but we'll see. I also went downstairs and got a ginger shot just to kind of help me stay awake. I love juice shots like this. I wonder if it's like really like, it doesn't have turmeric, but hopefully this gives me like a little, oh yes. Cheers, guys. It's a wild night. Whoa. Hold on. This is strong. I've never tried this brand. I actually picked this up at Target because it was on sale for like 2 for $7. Wow. It tastes good though, but it's very gingery. And this is the ginger super shot. I think this is supposed to be for immunity, right? So I read that somewhere. Wow, it's pretty good, but it's strong. Kind of tastes like it has turmeric in it. Ah, here we go. Yep. Oh, it has organic cayenne pepper. Sorry. Interesting. That must be like where that like zest, spiciness is coming from. It's pretty good. Not bad. Cheers. Oh my God, baby's kicking too. I think I woke baby up. Yeah, I think I think this also woke up the baby. This was really, really good. I think baby also agrees with me that this was really, really good. I really like it. I also got a little snack for me, the baby. Mangoes. The baby loves mangoes. Baby's into anything that's very like refreshing tasting. Baby loves mangoes. You know what's ironic? I have never felt more prettier than I have throughout my pregnancy so far. I feel really beautiful thanks to you. I never pictured what I would or could look like as a pregnant woman, actually. I thought, if anything, or at least I assumed, I would be of the unlucky bunch, feeling miserable constantly from like pregnancy symptoms, uncomfortable in my changing body, and just looking disheveled throughout the 9 months. It's kind of what I pictured myself as. Instead, I've never felt better, physically at least. And I have gotten more compliments the last few weeks than I ever have in my entire life, it feels like. I have gotten many women and even men approaching me. Okay, a lot of gay men approaching me, but all complimenting me on how great I look for a pregnant woman, that they're jealous, even the gay guys. But thank you. I never felt pretty or attractive looking prior to pregnancy. So I'm happy you were able to give me this experience. You made me feel like the prettiest woman in the world so far. So the other day, probably like one of my oldest friends ever, she's known me since like I was 11 or like 12 years old. We literally have known each other since we were kids, and she was actually like my best friend growing up. And then, you know, she moved away, and now we live in the same state many, many years later. But we've stayed in touch throughout the years. But she is definitely like one of my oldest friends. She actually, she texted me over the weekend, and she was just like, hey, are you gonna be home? It was like really random, and she's usually like not that type of person, so I thought it was like weird. I thought maybe she just wanted to like catch up or something, or like see how I was doing. And so she was like, oh, can I pass by your house like around this time? I just want to drop something off. And I was like, okay. And I'm thinking like maybe I left something in her car, or I don't know. I didn't really think anything of it. So then there was like miscommunication. I ended up going out to do errands, and then like I never replied, or my message didn't go through. And so we didn't end up meeting that day. And so she ended up following up with me like a couple days later during the week. And she was like, hey, like, are you gonna be working from home today? Like, do you mind if I stop by and just drop off like what I need to drop off? And I was like, yeah. And I'm like still thinking like, what is she gonna drop off? Like, what is there to drop off? So I'm like, maybe it's like, I don't know, like I'm not like thinking like anything. I don't know. I was like thinking I like had to have left something in her car, something like that. But no, she ended up coming to my house to drop off these 2 large bags for me, and I was just like in shock because they were so like they're big bags, and I was just like, I was embarrassed really, and I was like, oh my god, like no, like the baby shower isn't for like months from now, like you didn't have to do this. And she was like, no, like I really, like, it was just like, she really is like a really good friend. She actually has been through everything with me on a more personal level when it comes to my pregnancy journey. She knows literally everything that has been going on in private. So she's definitely seen me go through it, and she's definitely been like a part of like my support system to helping me get to where I am today. So like I was just embarrassed because I feel like just her being there for me, it was like more than enough. Especially in the beginning, like she was literally like at my house the next day after I found out I was pregnant. She literally came. So she's like that type of friend. Like she's a really, really good friend. And I, even looking back to like when we were younger, she's always been like that rock for a person. And she's always been like very mature and like level-headed. And she's just been really great. So I'm thankful, and I'm getting emotional already because I feel embarrassed because I feel like she's done already so much for me that like her going out of her way to like do this was like a lot. I'm sorry. But she got baby a lot of things, and I'm just grateful. Really. So the first bag is this blue bag, and the first bag is this blue bag, and I've been hiding this stuff in my closet to keep it away from Kobe and Katie in particular because they love socks. But as you can tell, they already kind of got to it. But the first thing that she got me was a 6-pack of organic cotton socks. And I cry every time I see like baby things. I get really emotional because it's so tiny. I didn't know babies can be this tiny. And this is for 3 to 6 months. And I'm gonna wash these too, so it's okay that they kind of got to the packaging. But yeah, they're organic and they're so cute. They're so soft too. Their little feet. That's like the first thing that was in the bag. Oh my god. And when I saw this, I hadn't told anyone. I haven't like, I kind of have an idea. I'm not like, I don't know if you've noticed by like my old apartment and like my current room, I'm not good at decorating. I don't really have an eye for that like a lot of other girls do. So I've been debating on how I can create like the perfect nursery in my eyes for my baby. And I don't know, like a part of me feels like I don't really know the baby, so like I don't know like what they would like, or maybe they won't like specific colors, or will they like this theme. So I've been playing with my head, and I've only really talked about it with my mom on like what kind of theme I want to do, or like what kind of color I want to pick for the baby. And I've been like on Pinterest, like kind of creating a Pinterest board for what I like what I think the baby will like as a nursery room. And so when I saw this, I just thought it was like really ironic because I hadn't told anyone. It's just been something I've been going back and forth with in my head and kind of throwing ideas out with my mom because she's into like the whole decorating stuff. And so she got me this embossed baby blanket with a travel pillow, and it's like these stars and the moon and like a little rocket. And I thought it was like perfect because I had been thinking about doing like a kind of like a cloud theme, something super like peaceful-ish. I wanted it to be peaceful and like serene, and so clouds was kind of the first thing that came into my head. And so when I saw this, I was like, I thought it was funny. So I was like, oh my god, like I wanted to do like something similar to this theme, and this is like perfect. So this is kind of like a sign for me to actually like go through with the idea that I had in my head, and it's so cute. And I love it. I love it. I know baby's gonna love it too. It's so cute. And it's it says reversible. The blanket is reversible, so very, very good. And then she got me this frame, and I also thought it's a sonogram frame, it says, and at the bottom, I'm probably gonna butcher this, Amor a Primera Vista. And I know exactly which ultrasound picture I actually want to put in here. At least the ones that I have so far. I have an idea of which one I want to actually like put in this one. And I thought this was also perfect. Just because I'm also like not sure on my colors at the moment. So I know people are really into doing like neutral colored and like white, like very like neutral tone, and I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's kind of depressing when like they're aesthetically pleasing, but I think it's kind of depressing. Like I feel like kids like need color, and like it should be fun and vibrant and stuff, but like I know like Montessori is like a thing and people are into that type of vibe. So I just thought it was really nice that this is kind of more of a neutral color, so it can go if I end up going with, you know, a certain type of color or colors. But yes, I also got this for baby. And then I got it's basically this wooden baby welcome sign for the nursery as well. That comes with like a pen in the back. And I'll get to write baby's name, their day, their weight, and their height. So far, like my ultrasound, every time I've gone for an ultrasound, they're like, wow, like your baby has really long legs and it's a big baby. So maybe he'll get some of like my dad's genes or even my mom's genes, and it'll be a tall baby. Who knows, who knows. But yeah, that this is really cute too. And then she also, every time I see baby things, I just get really emotional. She also got me like this bib set, and also like the theme. It's like moon and stars and like a bear, and I thought it was really cute. Ah. Baby has a couple of bib sets by now. And this one is waterproof. Well, it has waterproof lining and a terry backing, so I guess like it doesn't like seep through to the baby's clothes if like they spill on themselves. I thought this was like so cute. I'm really thankful. When I was opening this in front of you, Carrie, when she came, I was trying to like, I was like, I'm gonna start crying. Like, it's part of the reason why, like when I go to Target, I'll pass by the baby section and like the clothing and like the baby section in total, and I'll just like browse, like eye shop, and I'll take pictures of stuff that I either like or want to get, or I'll write things down in my phone that like I would like to have. But I haven't been actively buying anything, mostly because like it's still kind of like settling in, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's like a bad thing to say, but for me, like it almost doesn't even feel real yet, or I kind of don't even know where to like start, or like what are the important things to buy, or I kind of feel like I should buy the important things first and then like accessories and, you know, all the cute clothes like later on. But right now it hasn't like completely like settled in. It's still kind of like fresh. So I'm kind of like procrastinating, just building a list so I can kind of, I'm hoping to just buy everything in bulk and work my way from there later on in my pregnancy. But when I do go browse, I do get very emotional. Like I'll be at Target in the section like with tears in my eyes. So I just browse to kind of get like a feel for things. And, like, I don't know, like sometimes I wish I could talk to the baby or like had telepathy. So I don't want to buy things that like, I don't know, I'm thinking like I don't want baby to have things that, like, I don't know, they're just, I'm weird. I'm my thought process is weird. It's like I don't know like my baby's personality, so I don't know like what they'll like or what they won't like. But they're also babies, like they don't know a lot when they are first born. So I'm just like very indecisive, and I don't like being, I don't know, like I'm indecisive for sure. I just want everything to be like perfect, or everything to be of like baby's liking, if that makes sense. So yeah, maybe in a couple weeks I will take you guys with me on that journey of actually like prepping for babies coming home. But yes, baby will hopefully be wearing these. If it's a big baby like they say, baby will hopefully be wearing these nice and clean too, not with Kobe's fur and stuff in my hair. They'll be wearing these home from the hospital. They're so cute. I just can't believe that baby's feet are this tiny. I'm probably gonna keep these forever, even when they outgrow. But yeah, I'm really grateful for that. I don't know. I felt like a little bit embarrassed. I feel like to go out of your way to like buy things for like my baby, and it's just like really thankful, really thankful. But yes, this was everything that was in the first bag that I guess is directly for baby or like baby's nursery. And I just want to say thank you again so much, Carrie, for like being there for me. She knows all the tea. To be quite honest, she knows all the tea. So she's seen me go through it. So just like she did this randomly. It was like really sweet. I really do appreciate it. I swear, I only get emotional when I see like baby things. It's kind of why I try to like keep a distance from like the baby section at stores, because I'll start crying. I just get like emotional. But she also got another bag, pink bag. It's this one. And I'm just like, I'm thinking it's like more baby stuff, right? And so no, she actually got me like a lot of things, I guess, for like myself and like self-care. She's really like seen everything that's happened, and she knows literally everything. So like, she's been a witness to a lot of things. So she really does know all the tea. And so I'm just like really thankful that she's like stuck by my side and just been like really been like the voice of reason, and just really been like kind of like helped me like stay strong in my decisions. And so the fact that she got me things like, yet alone like things for like a baby, it's really like, it's like really kind of anyone to do that, to go out of their way, you know. So she first got me like it's like this exfoliating set. I actually don't own anything like this. I don't have anything like this in my bathroom. And I know like girls are really into like self-care, and I'm like not self-caring enough apparently, because I don't think I've ever owned something like this in my bathroom, to be honest. But now I can exfoliate my back without needing someone's help, and I can do like my because God knows I probably do need to exfoliate my legs, because I have really dry skin all year long. I don't know why, but I thought that was really like nice of her to like get me something like that. She also got me this notepad, which I really like actually, because I'm one of those people throughout the day to like, so I don't forget, I'll write things down, especially with work. So this is definitely gonna, you know, get a lot of use out of me. So thank you. I thought this is so funny. I'm really praying that I can breastfeed. I don't have like a preference, but I mean, now that I've seen how much formula can cost and will cost me, I do hope I can breastfeed to save a couple bucks. I didn't know like Enfamil, I don't know how to pronounce the name of the brand. I didn't know that formula was like $50 a can. Okay. I had no idea. So that was like a reality check. I was like, oh, this is gonna be wow, the first year is gonna be very expensive. So I'm hoping I can breastfeed. But I think even if you can breastfeed, like there is a possibility that like your breasts do like leak. So yeah, she got me nursing pads, which I'm hoping I can put to full use. You know, I really do. I hope I can breastfeed for the sake of our pockets. But it's fine if I can't. I'm sure I'm still gonna need them. Keeping my fingers crossed. Oh, and then she also got me this Petty Scrub. It cleanses, exfoliates, moisturizes, and massages. I would love to get a massage. I would love to get a massage, but I'm turning very, very frugal this pregnancy. I just want to save every dollar I possibly can for when the baby is here. So I don't know if you've noticed with my nails, they're not Gel X. They don't look that great all the time. I've been just wearing press-on nails that I buy from like Amazon, and I don't really go anywhere or like see people. I'm home usually, and then when I do go out, I'm by myself either way. So it's not like I'm impressing anyone, but I still like to like have nails. I don't have the prettiest natural looking nails. And I also stopped, and the reason why I started it wasn't really because it was like more economic to me in my eyes. It was actually because I did get a Gel X I think I was still in my first trimester at the very beginning. I did get a Gel X set. And I didn't even go to my usual nail tech lady in Koreatown, Nails on 6. That's where I've been getting my nails done for the past year and a half. And I honestly have not gotten Gel X since the last time, which was like back in like October, I want to say. Because I ended up going to like this, it had good reviews. There was nothing wrong with their service. It was just one of those like large like nail salons, like the old school ones basically, but it was really nice. It was like really bougie actually. But there was like this strong smell of acetone, and they had the doors open, they had their windows open. So I don't know why, but that smell like gave me a headache, and that headache didn't go away for like days. And so after that, I just like, it just really turned me off. And I'm sure it's probably like pregnancy related. But so I just never even tried to go back to another nail salon or even find a nail tech, like a private studio one. Just because it's like, I don't even think it's that safe with the fumes and stuff. I heard you still could get your nails done, but I don't know. It's like whatever. So I've just been wearing press-on nails. Like my sister says they look ratchet, but whatever. I'll be back with my Gel X after I give birth for sure. But I think for the pregnancy, I'm gonna stick to just stick to press-on nails, whatever. I don't really care. I do have like the Gel X kit, so I can do it from home. I'm just missing the Gel X glue that I have. It's not really good, or I'm doing it wrong. But I should just buy the Apress one and try to do it myself. But now I have this to at least give myself a pedicure, because God knows I probably do need it. So thank you. Oh my god. This one's so cute. So she got me a stroller and carrier. It's a netting to put over the baby stroller. And when she was showing me this one, she said, "Oh well, I really know. Everyone who knows me knows I love walking. I love walking, even before pregnancy. If I could walk there, I'm gonna walk there." You know, actually, my mom, she's been joking around, because like I've been pretty normal in my pregnancy. Like I'm still like functionable. Like I haven't really like slowed down when it comes to like physical activities. And my mom told me that she's like, I wonder if the reason why like you like to walk so much is because like when she had me, she would like take me on the stroller, and like if you're from like the North Bergen area in Jersey, like then you know like North Bergen area, she would walk me from like Union City, or like, yeah, I think it's like Union City, all the way from like 54th Street. And my aunt used to live like, no, I think she would start from like 45th Street, and she would walk all the way up Bergen Line up until like my aunt was like living on like 72nd and something. Now in current time she lives like on 80th Street and Bergen Line, right in front of the park. But she says she would just like walk all the way out that with the stroller, and she thinks that's why I'm like, I really do love walking. I don't know why. It's like, for me, it's therapeutic. So she said that like you'll be able to use this for when you go on like your outings with me and the baby. And I was just like, that's one of the things that I've been really excited about, is to like hike with them, and like just like hopefully they enjoy it as much as I have growing up. So that's been one of my favorite pastimes since I was like super young, is like walking and hiking. I've always been I don't call myself like an outdoors person, but I love a good walk, and I love like just hiking in like secluded areas. So I'm excited to use this and like have my baby like see, you know, nature and just enjoy seeing. This one, this one's definitely gonna get put to use, is what I'm trying to say. So thank you. And then I guess to go with the got me like Epsom salt to go with the exfoliating. I don't have a bath. This bathroom actually does have a bath, and you know what's funny? Dad is really into baths. He is really, I think he used to like take baths with his dog too, which, but Dad is actually really into baths. I've never been into baths. I kind of find them like really disgusting, to be honest. But I do have a shower, and you could still use salts. Instead of bathing in them, you can just like do either just a foot soak, or I guess I'm on the back, and or just like rub it into your skin to help you just like massage. I think it helps exfoliate too. And this one is Soothe and Calm. God knows I need soothing and calming. So thank you so much. It has chamomile essential oils. I'm gonna have like a self-care day soon and put it to like use. Oh, I think this is also like baby related. She got me a baby's print, and it's create a lasting keepsake of your baby's hand or foot. So I didn't even think about this, and I've been very into like commemorating my pregnancy and like how I can make like even the little moments like special, because it feels like it's going by really fast, guys. So I don't know if I want to do the hand or the foot. Actually, maybe I should buy another one of these, and so I can have, I should just buy two, like another one, and that way I can have the baby's hand or foot. That's so cute. Oh, it says no mixing, no mess, and air drying. That is so cute. Oh. I'm excited to do this for sure. I'm excited. I'll probably buy another one so I can have baby's foot and hand. Thank you. I see baby things and it just like, it really chokes me up. And then the last thing that she got me, oh, this is so funny. My mom actually got me something very similar to this, also from Ross. It says Mom's Life. I don't know if I'm like, you know what's weird? It's like when I see myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh wow, I'm pretty big. And then like everyone around me is like, wow, like, you're carrying very low, or like wow, like, I don't know, like, I don't feel as big as like people say I am, because I just feel normal. And it also has like little palm prints for like the belly area. I'm probably gonna wear this to sleep too. Use this to like sleep and be comfortable. My mom actually got me one very similar to this one. It's like a different colorway though, like gray and black, I think. But yeah, I don't feel as big as people say I am. I feel like I'm pregnant, but I don't feel pregnant. It really has been like that much of a blessing. Baby's just like hanging out inside, doing their own thing. I don't, so like, yeah, so I have a little outfit to announce it to the world that I'm a mom. I thought it was really cute because I think this is supposed to be like baby hands.
I want to say thank you. She's probably watching. She watches my YouTube videos because she'll sometimes bring it up. So thank you, Gotti. Thank you. I really don't take her for granted, or any of my friends who have literally been doing the most. I think because they just know. It's one thing when I'm sharing, it's another thing knowing like everything else, like the whole story, and just help. Just the fact that they've been like a shoulder to like lean on, because I've just never been a strong person. So I'm getting there with the help, with their help and just like their guidance. I'm one of the few out of my friends that like I grew up with, because Carrie's also, we grew up in the same town. So we know a lot of the same people, and I'm one of the few people that like I went to middle school with, high school with, college with, who isn't married or engaged, isn't living with a boyfriend or anything, and I'm late to the party too when it comes to like having kids. All my girlfriends that I grew up with, they're in either one of those stages. So I was kind of always like behind on that. So there's never been anything like on my mind really, especially the last few years. So it's been really great going to them for all types of advice. I just like feel really, really lucky to have like people who have known me since literally being a kid, being able to now talk about like adult things with. They probably do know me the best, and they definitely do know me the best. So it's been nice reconnecting with all of them on like this type of level. So I wasn't able to have these type of conversations in the past. I don't really understand a lot of it, and now that I'm experiencing it, it's been really great. No more crying. So what I'm going to do is, I've kind of already started doing it with the clothes that I currently wear that's clean. I just have it to the side, and pretty much all the clothes that I have been wearing is just jumpsuits and one pieces, like one piece leotards. It's simple, you don't have to think about it too much, and I feel the most comfortable. dressing this way throughout my pregnancy, so I'm going to continue to do that. I have a lot of jumpsuits that I've been acquiring throughout the weeks that I've been purchasing, so I don't keep recycling the same two that I started off with. The rest of the clothes, I know for a fact, all my cute Gucci clothes, I'm not going to wear even after I give birth right away until like my belly comes back down. That's probably when I'll go back to like my crop tops and stuff. So I'm not really sure why I even laid out my pre-pregnancy clothes out in my closet, but I kind of want to just put it away and keep it stored in the garage for the time being. That way I can keep my stuff to that one corner, just like place it on that corner, and then everything else can be wide open for basically for all of baby's things that are going to be stored here in the closet. So that is what I'm going to start doing right now. I'll start here.
As I'm reaching the midway point of my second trimester, I'm wondering if I'm even doing this pregnancy thing right. Up until now, I haven't really began doing things I feel like pregnant women are doing at this stage. I feel like for me, it's just too early. My pregnancy still feels very fresh to me in a sense. And so I haven't spent too much time planning out what exactly I envision your nursery to look like for you. The most I've done is try to finish my baby registry and compile a nursery budget of all the important things that I want to get for your space. This aspect of the pregnancy hasn't really hit me yet. Everyone around me seems much more enthusiastic than me in starting a nursery, baby clothes shopping, and beginning the early stages of nesting. As for me, I feel a bit detached. I don't know if this is a good or if it's a bad thing, but to be quite frank, I wouldn't really even know where to start. The most I've done is rearrange my room because what I do know is I do want you to sleep in the same room for me for at least the first few months. I don't want you in a separate room from me. So for now, there is just a big empty space in my room, collecting dust as I work my way into attempting to start a nursery. It's not so much that I'm hesitant, but more like overwhelmed. And because I'm overwhelmed, it creates anxiety. And when I get anxious, I become avoidant.
Tomorrow, because all my other boxes have stuff in them and I will need to ask someone to bring it up for me. Okay. These are baby's first two outfits. They've been hung up here ever since Christmas. And here until I buy like the baby hangers. We have baby's aunt's onesie that she gifted baby.
Yeah, I think for now, baby steps, at least until I get closer to May, is just the healthiest way for me to do things. I think if I try to get everything done sooner rather than later, I'm just going to overstimulate myself and cause unnecessary stress and anxiety. With 18 weeks left, in hindsight, it does seem like a lot of time left, but let me assure you, the weeks are flying by for me. And I've been mindful of it too, just how fast my second trimester is actually going. I am just gonna do things at my own pace, even if time is flying. And I'll move forward with the next stages of my pregnancy when I'm ready to do so. I think my least favorite part about pregnancy so far is making decisions for you. Who knew creating a nursery was such a big deal? I think that's why I've been putting it on the back burner, because I thought it was just another trivial pregnancy task that eventually needed addressing. But now that time seems of the essence, and I've been spending a lot of my time scrolling Pinterest. I never knew so much thought would go into something like a nursery. I kind of hate that I have to be the one picking out what your space should look like or even be. I'm indecisive when it comes to things like this, and I don't find interior decorating all that fun or even interesting. I think it's just because I've always been simple in that way. I don't care for having an aesthetic. I wish there was a way that I could magically talk to you and get your input on mundane things like paint color. Your mom's a little bit colorblind, and even so, whites just look like whites to me. All of these different shades of neutrals, it's a bit confusing. I can say that recently, I have found the shade lavender really appealing. This color has been sticking out to me for the past 6 months. So I'm hoping I could find a way to incorporate this color in your nursery, whether you're a boy or girl. That much I can say that I'm certain of. Babies don't really care for a Pinterest aesthetic like nursery, right? I feel as long as babies have all the essentials for their first year of life, I think we should be okay, right? So if your nursery turns out to be less than ideal or perfect in your eyes, you can blame your mom. Either way, no pressure, right? I can still spend the next couple of weeks thinking of a theme for your nursery that I feel would best represent you. And then I can wait until you can talk or show me emotion and expression, because then you can turn your actual room to whatever your heart desires. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even remember what my own nursery looked like or what my room looked like growing up. I feel a little bad. I don't feel as excited as maybe I think I should be when I think about decorating your nursery. It's not that I'm not looking forward to it. I just wonder, why do couples seem so into this type of stuff when I see them at stores? They look overly excited in my eyes. I guess I'm a bit jealous in that sense, because at least in those circumstances, there's someone else to bounce ideas off with. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything else other than that, since I know I'll make this process special for me in my own way. And honestly, it feels a bit more intimate and personal to me getting to do this alone. I think I actually really love being pregnant. Well, at least pregnant with you. You have made my first and probably only pregnancy experience truly surreal. My pregnancy has become blissful. Everything around me, every day just feels brighter and much more vibrant to me now. It's become invigorating, the way that I've been feeling lately. And I'm able to find the beauty in life again because of you. Lately, since I've been juggling so many different hats, the time, the days, and the weeks, they seem to be going by faster than I anticipated they would. For some reason, I've been under the naive impression that pregnancy drags on. And on one hand, I kind of wish it would. I would love if there were just a few more hours in the day, so the quiet moments I get to spend with you can be cherished for a little bit longer. But then, on the other hand, I'm kind of happy that time seems to be speeding by. I'm growing antsy. And now I'm more curious than ever to see your face and touch your cheeks and finally just meet you already. Some days, I kind of wish it was just May already, so I could just hold you in my arms. I hope that by the end of our journey together, for the remaining weeks, we can take plenty of more walks and hikes together with Kobe. And that by the time you are born, I think you might have already been to all my favorite hiking places. I can't wait for you to see these places for yourself one day.